And welcome on a Monday on Columbus Day. So I've got the blue on. You say, well, what does that have to do with Columbus Day? Well, I remembered a rhyme. I learned a rhyme way back in elementary school to help me remember the date there, 1492, on history exam. So it goes, Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. So here's the blue. All right, we had some blue skies today as well. Mostly clear. Some clouds from time to time in the morning when I saw it. 81 degrees now, dew point 56, and those numbers will be dropping some here overnight as the first little front is coming through. It's a little cooler in Natchitoches at 77. Dew point is a little lower at 49 degrees, indicating more frontal influence up in that direction. A look ahead, so for today and tomorrow, we continue to see this big area of deep bubble of cool air, cold air this time of year up east. And you can see we're not that far away from that. Now remember what has to happen to get the cold air this far south. This chilly air, you can see the trajectory of this. The origin of this is well up into Canada. So this is a cold air mass. It's going to bring a freeze and frost across a good part of the United States. Some locations may even see a few flakes if they can get the moisture. But what happens is you have to have something to force that chilly air out of Canada and push it this way. This kind of pattern does that, although the coldest air will stay east of us, but we'll definitely see a chill. Going into Tuesday then, you see this chilly bubble of air continues, a big disturbance right in here going through the Corn Belt, and that cold air will come in right in behind it as this high pressure ridge builds and the chilly air push right down on top of us. So it's going to be a pretty good front. Actually, we have two fronts. One came through today. It's sitting just south of Alexandria, probably around Oakdale right now. It'll make a little difference in temps. I'll do that in a few minutes, a local parish by parish map. But the second front is going to be coming in tomorrow during the PM hours, say tomorrow evening and overnight. And that is the strongest front, and it will just kind of reinforce things. And that's where the chilliest air will come from. So this second front will bring the lowest minimum temperatures since last spring. So it's been a while since it's been this chilly, folks. In fact, I think some folks may even need a little heat with this one. Radar not showing anything as far as rainfall here across central Louisiana. Things are dry at this point. Here's the leading edge of the first front. High pressure to the north of us. You still see the cloud motions indicating that upper pattern. The twist is counterclockwise up there. So you can see how that would bring chilly air down into our area. All right, let's check out the futurecast for tomorrow morning. It's back to work and school for many of you. I know back to work. Some schools, I think, have different times this time of year for fall break or whatever they call it. Otherwise, if you're out around 7 o'clock, expect maybe a little patchy fog. I don't see much problem with dense fog in this area. We're mostly sunny there as we head back home by the 5 o'clock hour. And then for Wednesday morning, a clear sky and chilly. We'll turn chilly behind that second front by then, and a full-time sunshine day on Wednesday. Now here are your low temperatures for Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning. Typically we see 56, and that is my forecast, 56 degrees. I think the lowest reading will be about 50 degrees. I have 52 up in Wynn Parish, 53s in several destinations up there. But I do think, there's certainly some real estate between those numbers, and somebody's thermometer could get down to 50 degrees. 63 on the other hand. In fact, I do have 62 for Opelousas and 60 for DeRidder as a front. Again, is right in this particular area just to the south of Alexandria and Leesville. I think the front will push a little bit further to the south during the night, but not much. So that's what I'm basing my temperature forecast on. I've seen some other forecasts that keep for this pretty much just stall the front out right in this position. If that happens, it may even be a little bit warmer in areas to the south. So we'll see what happens as the numbers come in tomorrow morning. Satellite imagery indicating some cloudiness there. A little system has been designated as a AL94 that we're watching for tropical development out of that. And over the next week, we expect the possibility, a slight possibility right now, of a little surface low development there across the Western Caribbean. But right now, the thing to be most concerned about is this particular system, AL94, which will continue moving to the west, a little west-northwest. And this one has a 60% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone. And since it's earned a designation, we're running models on it. You can see that the models, but there's not many of them, but we've got some. They're pretty tightly clustered there as we head to the north of the islands there and in toward the Hispaniola. So we'll see if that path verifies. It may not, but the models are consistent on it. So we'll watch this because that gives it a chance to maybe get in the Gulf if that pattern continues, or swing toward the East Coast, Southeast Coast, or something like that, go through the Bahamas. So we'll definitely keep that one in our eyes. 7-day forecast then, coming in for the numbers, 87, so it's going to be a warm day tomorrow ahead of that second front and just behind the first front, so things will kind of modify. The second front comes in, I think, Tuesday evening and the early part of Tuesday night. So I'm going to put a front with an exclamation point because this one's the strong one, the second one. And it's going to be kind of breezy for Tuesday night. I expect wind gusts to 30 miles an hour as that front comes into the area. So be ready for that. And that pushes us down from a high of 87 Tuesday to 48 Wednesday morning, a 40-degree turnaround. You'll definitely notice the chill Wednesday morning. You're going to bundle up Wednesday morning. Still be a little breeze left over, and certainly some sleeves and maybe a little light jacket or sweater for you there. Only 70 for a high. There will be many places that will not be able to reach 70. We'll stay in the 60s for the first time since last spring. And then we bottom out. Thursday morning is the chilliest. Right now I'm forecasting an average of 40 degrees, and that definitely just kind of, for me, means a mixture of 30s and 40s. And I'll continue to refine the forecast there. Right now I don't expect anybody to touch freezing here across the area. And then going into Friday, the warming trend starts, a slow warming trend there. Still no rain expected. Yeah, I know we need rainfall, but I don't have any in the forecast just yet. And temperatures continue to moderate, warm up a bit for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, both during the morning and during the afternoon. So that's your forecast. It's dry, but you get the taste of fall that you wanted. So that's it. And Nick Mikios will be updating things for you in the morning. And I'll see you again about maybe a little earlier than this for tomorrow, maybe around 5:30. All right, take care and have a terrific